is I actually thought the other day, I was like, maybe I'll quit comedy and just go be of service to people, because like so what, you die and then people make fun of you the day you die because you're a comedian, and then no one talks about you.
Just when you thought Bert Kreischer's spiral into madness can't possibly go any deeper, the boys drop another episode of Two Bears, One Cave and shatter all limits of perception about comedy lolcows. Bertie Boy seems determined to explore narcissism, lack of self-awareness, self-loathing, and self-indulgence, as if he's Jacques Cousteau captaining the Calypso, exploring the world below the surface of the sea. Even Tom was taken aback by hearing Bert pontificate about how he thought of quitting comedy and becoming the next Mother Teresa, when in reality he is much closer to the guy who ate canned spaghetti until detectives Mills and Somerset found him.
I'm in a lot of therapy right now.
Are you?
I'm in doubles. I have
You're in
fucking
doubles?
couples therapy and single therapy.
Yeah.
It's like all I do is talk about fucking things.
Well, these seems like real therapy thoughts.
Yeah, I know.
But
Yeah.
do you feel good about it?
At this point, science should acknowledge that Bert Kreischer has given birth to a new clinical condition named therapy homeostasis, as every podcast featuring Bert is basically one big therapy session. And to answer Tom's question, yes, he feels good and is happy to talk about himself.
You know, what's crazy is I'm happier than I've ever been in my entire life.
Yeah.
I really am. I really am. The girls are self-sustainable. They're having a fucking blast. I love my job. I love what I do. I love my wife. I love my house. I love everything I have. I want for nothing, except I don't want to think about tomorrow. I just want to think about right now, and I'm not there yet.
We don't have to go back more than 4 minutes to hear Bert announce that he's back on the road while explaining how he needs touring to escape life and distract him from everything.
And I'm touring again. I set up a new tour.
I know.
I'm so excited. I feel like I'm really at a place where I go, I realize why I like touring. It distracted me from everything.
Yeah. Right, I know.
When I haven't toured, Tom, all I do is like, I've gotten crazy. And so I'm like, I announced a tour, and the second I announced a tour, I started relaxing.
Yeah.
This guy is a total mess, and it's actually kind of impressive just how tangled in himself he is at this point. Below all the booze, food, testosterone, IVs, and whatever else he shoves into his bloated face, the amount and complexity of psychological dysfunction that grows unchecked day by day is far too much for a short video like this. But another one of my favorite rants is when Bert discusses how existing as a normal human being is the most enigmatic mystery of life because of how early in his life he became addicted to being the center of attention.
I don't want to try to make myself carry on a legacy or be important to the world. Any of that. I don't want any of that.
Yeah.
Because I just want to genuinely not want it. Does that make sense? Like, I wanted to genuinely not care and go.
Not care about your legacy?
What if I just was like my grandmother didn't give a fuck. She just died, right?
Yeah.
And then she died, and then she just knew that we'd always talk about her.
Yeah.
And we're like, cool. But she just did good things around the community, and she was like a good person.
In all honesty, Bert seems to be contemplating death more and more each day, something most of us can relate to. I know I can, but it's just the most Bert thing to think about how death is unfair and we must give life meaning, and then shove a burger down his gullet like he's in the heart failure Olympics. The whole podcast is filled with great unintentional comedy and is actually a great metaphor for Bert's existence. He is in a glass room surrounded by cameras, being the center of attention as he agonizes about his self-obsession while everyone else around couldn't care less about it. Another great Bert moment is when he considers taking an SSRI because he wants to be happier. But then, another thought pops in his head and he wonders if this medication can even keep up with his delusions of grandeur.
I'm thinking about, do you think if you take SSRIs, do you think that it makes you just a little happier? Because I'm not depressed, but I wouldn't mind being a little happier.
I don't know. I've never been on them, so I wouldn't know.
Is you on SSRIs?
SSRIs?
Okay. Were you
And?
depressed? Really? Are there any great men on SSRIs? Like
He's trying to think of like innovators and world leaders that are.
Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
I'm sure another pill is just what Bert needs, but then again, at this point, might as well roll the dice. However, I do know one thing that for sure won't fix any of what he has on his plate.
I want to go back to college. I want to go back to college when like I didn't have any motivation for anything, and everything was just about exploring the day.
Isn't that one of the most insane statements you ever heard from Bert? He is a comic who got famous from partying in college. He still drinks every day and acts like a college meathead. He is literally doing the podcast from a pool party, and somehow he longs for his college days. The only thing missing in his life from college are actual classes, but it's far too unfair to expect this level of self-awareness from Bert Kreischer.
I went to dinner the other night with a mom who. So I had 2 dinners, but I'm going to tell you the one that's safe. I'm going to tell you the one that's safe.
Back-to-back dinners?
Yeah, but 2 dinners. The mom wouldn't shut the fuck up. Okay, she just was talkative. Yeah. Everything was about her.
This is what I mean, and Bert is the gift that keeps on giving. 1 minute, you're listening to him speak about how he wants to live in the present, shed all of his preoccupations about legacy and vanity, how he longs for the simple and really important things in life, and then, all of a sudden...
That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. Nope, that's what I want. Okay, I just realized what I want. I want to die, and I want people to say, do you remember where you were when Bert died?
Oh my God.
There is, however, one moment on the podcast where Bert shows a great deal of self-awareness, for him at least, and has a thought that's actually healthy and productive and could move his life forward. So I guess all hope isn't lost.
Walk away from the game when the game still wants you.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I don't want to be like...
Begging for one.
60 years old going like, fucking Hulu won't call me back.
Yeah.
So I guess that's it, guys. Thank you for watching all the way through. Please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe if you want to support the basement. And until my return...
Thank you, guys. And remember, on the day I die, just look to the guy next to you and go, oh, fuck, Bert Kreischer died.
Bert died.
Bert died. And if he goes, Bert who? Go, God damn it.